How goes it? I hope it's well for you. This is going to be a tutorial on how to use Kontakt. It's not going to be an in-depth tutorial. This is just how to get up and running and how to use it as fast as possible. Okay, I'm doing this in Logic, but the principles are the same across all DAWs. So you're going to want to load up an instrument track. You're going to want to load Kontakt, and when you open up Kontakt, you're going to see the basic window here. Now what we're looking at on the left here are all the different libraries that are installed. Okay, you need to have this library tab selected to see these libraries, and they need to be installed. A library is different than just a regular instrument. To view a regular instrument like a Kontakt instrument, you'll need to go to File and then go to where that instrument is. Like I've got an 8DO thing here, and I go to the instrument folder and I can load that patch up. And there, it's playable. So let's go back to the libraries view. What I just did is I dragged the instrument into this open window. So when you drag a sound onto this empty browser, it will load that sound into Kontakt. Okay, so if we go and we look at libraries, let's go into Cinebrass, really great library. So each one of these is a different library of sounds. We've got Abbey Road, we've got Action Strings, we've got Cinebrass. When you select this little drop down, some of them have different drop downs. Like some say Instruments, some say Browse, but we'll look at this one. So when you hit Browse, you see all these different instruments. And you can either double click on the patch or you can drag it over like this. Okay, so now we've got this instrument within Kontakt. And every instrument, every manufacturer has a different setup. Okay, let me show you. And in order to clear this out, you need to click this little X button. Okay, or if you want to go to the next patch, see this next one? You click this little arrow button, it'll go right onto the next patch. Okay, now if I just click on this patch right here, it's going to load it below. So now both patches are going to be loaded at the same time, which in most cases that's not what you're going to want to do. Okay, so make sure to close the first patch out first. So once you have a patch loaded, you'll see this keyboard appear down below, and these are all the playable notes. These look like key switches. Okay, now usually what you'll see is you'll see this little information window, which will show you the patch name. It will show you where it's going, like the output, and then the MIDI channel. Now if you ever load up a patch and it's not playing back, the quickest thing you can do is switch this MIDI channel to Omni. That way whatever channel is coming out of your keyboard, it's going to recognize all of them. But this little MIDI channel is where you select which MIDI channel you want this to play off of. 1, 2, 3, but I just put it on Omni. Okay. Now this over here is a panner, so you can pan the instrument left or right in addition to panning it in your DAW. You've also got a volume control right here where you can control the volume up and down, and then you can tune it, right? So we can pitch it up. Okay, you can also solo, like if you have other patches loaded in here, you can solo or mute each of these patches. So now it's not going to play back. This is your master tune, meaning 440 means That's the standard American tuning. If you want to do a European tuning or a different tuning, you can change that. You most likely won't be doing so. And then you've got your master volume over here, okay? And that is pretty much the overall quick basics. Now, up here, you've got this where you can close or make it a smaller view if you like. You've got this little window selector where you can show what you're seeing. So if you don't want to see the keyboard or you don't see the keyboard, that's where you go and check it. If you don't want to see the browser, you unclick it. Or if you don't want to see the master, okay, this is the master. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yes, this little button will make your patch or your instrument smaller. So if you want to load up a second one here, you can see them all. Okay, and then again we can get rid of that. That is the basics, folks. So so let me show you how you can quickly do it all over again. So let's say you want to load up an instrument. You're going to come over here. You're going to load up Kontakt. And you're either going to load it from the File menu. Now you can also go to the Finder. Like if you don't want to find your samples through Kontakt and you know where it is in the Finder, or if you're on a PC, I guess in your main window, you can just straight up drag the instrument patch, not the samples, the instrument patch right onto Kontakt and it should load up. Boom. You can also double click it, but what's going to happen is it's going to open up Kontakt in a standalone form outside of the DAW. So again, you can drag the file on here, or you can go to libraries that are installed and you can pick, whatever instruments you have installed. You could go here, we can load up a piano. And that is how you use Kontakt. And usually the best option, I'm not going to show how you can build a multi. Some people like to build a multi-Kontakt, and you have several different MIDI channels all controlling this one patch. I'm not going to show that. The best way now with all the processing power is to have one Kontakt per instrument track. So if I create another software instrument, we can put, we can load this. This has got, here, we'll load up a horn ensemble, and this one's got a piano. And that is how you load up a Kontakt patch and use it. You can start writing music right away. And every sound library or sample library is going to have a different interface here. If you notice, Cinebrass has created their own, and you kind of have to familiarize yourself with each of these libraries. Like if we look at that, that's completely different than, say, this Grandeur patch. So you kind of got to get to know Kontakt a little bit, learn the basics, and then learn your different libraries. And then you can go even deeper if you want. But hope that gets you up and running. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And if it was helpful to you, feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.